Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Gamer Logic. I'm Mike Mertes, and on today's episode, we are going to talk about the return of G4TV. Is it any good? Is it going to stay on TV? Is it going to stay on the web? Let's talk about it next on this latest episode of Gamer Logic. So folks, I hope you're doing fantastic and you are about to dive into a delicious Thanksgiving turkey. Maybe you do ham, pizza, Chinese food, whatever it is. Enjoy it. It is time to take a couple days off, relax, enjoy some family time, and I just cannot wait to relax. It has been a very, very busy couple months for me, and sometimes it's nice just to sit down on the couch and finally play some games or watch some TV, whatever it may be. And speaking of TV, G4TV is back. It launched about a week and a half ago, and I thought I would take this opportunity to discuss the relaunch of G4TV. After all, I was a huge G4 fan when it was first out. I got Comcast cable in 2004, I want to say, and that was one of the channels that wasn't on DirecTV, and I thought it was amazing in conjunction with Tech TV. Of course, they merged, people got angry, and as G4TV went on and on, they ran out of original content to use, and basically it turned into Spike TV Jr. with lots of episodes of cops as well as lots of episodes of cheaters. Wasn't really fun to watch, which was a shame because the network used to be a really great thing. Ultimately, it ended up being canceled and it was gone, right? I believe it was last year or maybe 2 years ago that the announcement came out that G4TV was coming back, and I actually auditioned to be a host for one of the many shows that G4TV was going to be bringing back. Never got a call back, never got a second call back, anything like that. And it's interesting watching what the launch of G4TV is now to kind of see like, okay, I understand why I really didn't fit the bill for that show. After all, how many 37-year-old guys do you really need floating around when you have a whole bunch of brand new, prominent, energetic 20-year-olds that really are going to lead the charge for G4TV in hopefully the next decade or so, right? We can hope. So let's talk about the relaunch of G4TV, right? They had the special last year where they basically took the original cast members, Adam, Morgan, Olivia, Kevin, all of them got together. They did this little Thanksgiving deal where they talked about some of the positives and negatives of working at G4. And of course, at the end of that Thanksgiving special, they talked about the actual relaunch happening and that little Fallout style computer monitor saying that G4 TV network relaunch was next. During that time, they've really become prominent on the internet. They're on Twitch, they're on YouTube, and now finally, just within the last couple of weeks, they've launched on regular television. So I should say cable television at this point. Available on Xfinity, Fios. I think there's other providers out there that have them, but apparently if you don't even have cable, you can just tune into Twitch or you can tune into YouTube and actually watch G4TV, which is something I want to get into because as weird as it sounds, as long as I've been on YouTube, watching YouTube and watching television are two completely separate things for me. And television programming still takes precedence over me over watching someone on YouTube, which may sound very, very strange, especially considering how long I've been doing this for. But that's just kind of the case for me. So let's talk about the relaunch, the couple days into the relaunch. On a Tuesday morning, I turned on my TV at about 8 a.m. and Ninja Warrior was on. And I'm not talking about the Americanized Ninja Warrior that NBC is playing. This was the original Sasuke Japanese Ninja Warrior that they licensed, G4TV licensed over, right? And it's incredible. It's great seeing the original airings of these shows, subtitled, the original Japanese announcers, Nagano, all of those superstars. And you see the transition, right, through all the different episodes, from the really early stuff to some of the more modern stuff, even though it's like 15 years old at this point, with some of the American Ninja Warrior guys, a lot of those parkour guys that came in and took their shot to try to see if they could win that event. And then we obviously know how huge of a thing Ninja Warrior became in America, because they started their own version of it here in North America, which honestly I never really followed. I was never really interested in it. But lots of Ninja Warrior on the network, right? There's other shows that are popping up on there, like Unbeatable Banzuke, which is another favorite of mine, but I can't seem to find the time of when it's actually on. It's usually on at like 3 to 6 a.m. in the morning. My wife and I loved to watch that show along with Ninja Warrior, and then we'd hop over to Spike TV and watch Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, which is actually on G4 TV as well. I think the listing is coming up for it, but somehow I haven't been able to watch it. Takeshi's Castle, basically. MXC was just a redubbed version of that, hosted by Beat Takeshi, which is really cool. I'm looking forward to watching that stuff. It's a lot of repeats in that regard, which I'm seeing a lot of people on the social networks basically saying, you know, oh my God, they've aired Ninja Warrior more times than they did when they originally had G4 and on other networks. That's how it's going to be for probably the next couple of months until they can really get into their groove as far as what they are doing with their programming. Because right now it's really, really strange, right? They did their relaunch show, they did an episode of Attack of the Show, and they did an episode of X-Play, and it's online first. They do it online, they do it on their Twitch, they do it on their YouTube channel, and then it doesn't come to linear TV till the next day, right? So you are essentially watching G4 on a 24-hour tape delay if you're watching it via cable networks, which is a bit of a bummer. You know, I know a lot of people these days, they don't use their traditional cable box. They don't watch regular TV. I still do. And I kind of feel like that, I guess slightly slighted that I don't get to see it unless I tune into YouTube or I turn into Twitch. A lot of people, again, probably think that's really weird. You know, I obviously have every device I could ever need to just watch YouTube on my giant 4K television in the family room. It's just something that I don't actively do for whatever reason. I can't explain it. I just want to be able to take the remote, hit that channel number, and watch stuff. At the end of the day, is it really a big deal that everything is on a one-day delay? It's not. It's just something that I hope that they can do more simulcasts online as well as on TV, and maybe that's just extremely difficult to accomplish. So how was the relaunch show? I thought it was really well done. It started out, it looked like an old episode of Cops, which probably had a lot of G4 fans on high alert because the network has claimed no cheaters, no cops on this show. And they open it up with some original G4 cast members, Adam Sessler and Kevin Pereira. It's really great seeing those guys. And the relaunch event with them touring the studio, doing, you know, stupid little gag contests and stuff, I thought was fun. It really harkened back to the old days of G4, especially like Attack of the Show, X-Play, the comedy was there, the fun was there, and it was fun seeing them, for the most part, fail to score a line on Tetris with this gigantic world record setting gamepad, which I thought was really cool because they did that many years ago on Attack of the Show. I thought the live relaunch was excellent. It showcased the host pretty well. I was on the fence about most of the new hosts, but now that I've watched some of the shows like Attack of the Show, X-Play, Invitation to Party. A lot of these hosts have a lot of humor to them, a lot of character, charisma to them. And some of these people got to be kind of nervous, right? Because this is such a huge deal and this is such a wide platform for them to be seen on that they kind of have to get the nerves out. But I'm really enjoying the new cast of hosts that are on the hodgepodge of shows that G4 TV is really offering. And again, I thought the live relaunch was awesome. Top new host in my opinion is definitely Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed. For those of you that follow pro wrestling, I've followed pro wrestling for years. I knew Creed as Consequences Creed back in the NWA, TNA days, as well as WWE. You know, he's a huge WWE star. Just won King of the Ring. Is obviously with the New Day, one of the most celebrated tag teams ever. Everyone mostly knows who the New Day is. And Austin Creed runs his own show, Up, Up, Down, Down, which has been very, very successful. It's led to a lot of other wrestlers jumping into that realm and also doing streaming on Twitch. He's just a natural at it. He brings a great new energy to the show. And because he is used to WWE production values, camera angles, being able to be spontaneous in that live event, right? He's just so perfect for it. Already seasoned, fits in well like a glove. So great get for G4 in that regard for sure. So yeah, overall, I am really enjoying what G4 TV is bringing to the table right now. They need more original shows, which I know they are working on. It was great watching Attack of the Show. It was great watching X-Play again. I love Adam Sessler. I know he's kind of a polarizing figure for people, but his writing for his reviews and his points are just super spot on, at least for me. So great seeing those guys again. You know, shows I want back in the future. I love G4TV.com, Arena, Cinematech. I still love Cinematech, right? Really easy get, I would assume, these days to get footage from games, considering how long they've been off for. But that was a really great show where they basically just played game trailers the entire time, or cutscenes. Cheat, I think, would be cool. Cheat, the cheat code show, not cheaters, would be definitely great to bring back, from the simple regard that they could do a lot of stuff with retro. And I think that's where the major focus for them needs to be, or at least a percentage, is focus on the retro stuff. That's what's going to definitely bring guys like me and other people over to the network to watch that stuff, because, you know, the modern stuff is cool, right? But they need to do whatever they can to differentiate themselves from just another YouTube channel and just another Twitch channel. They really need to get back to that foundation of what made G4 so cool, is that they offered a platform of uniqueness, and they can still do that and now have that TV platform and the other online platforms back in play for them to just expand. So I'm wishing everyone at G4 TV the best of luck. I am super excited for them. I will certainly be watching, and hopefully over Thanksgiving weekend, me and my wife, after a couple drinks, can find a couple re-airings of Unbeatable Banzuke. Looking forward to it, and of course, I hope you guys are looking forward to checking out G4 TV as well. If you're not, please let me know why you're not interested in G4 TV, and we'll go from there. As always, guys, thanks for taking the time to watch me as well as the channel. If you like it, thumbs up, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Until next time, take it easy. Thanks for taking the time to watch Gamer Logic. If you enjoyed what you just watched, please take a moment and leave a thumbs up on this video. If you think someone else would enjoy this video, please share it, and don't forget to subscribe to see future Gamer Logic videos. If you'd like more Gamer Logic content, then be sure to follow me on Instagram for daily photos and videos full of fantastic video game related content. On Facebook, be sure to check out the official Gamer Logic Facebook page for even more content. See you next time.